Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks travelled through the sky and beyond. Locked, but good. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to their rare earth mining, and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of... It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Smackdown! Right where it cuts. Misery. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He presents himself as out of date. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen out. The legend of the one-eyed... The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa... He says it was after the attack that the Unity fell apart. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. Asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but ask... You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree. Now that you've seen, from this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensa. One day, the land won't be as... He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did... He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's He says he remembers every single day he devoted to Loya. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse, the toxin... His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Googlide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one... He wants you... Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played... You're getting the hang of it. quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other... He worries there won't be much left to save if this can... He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but... Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He can't understand why you'd do such a thing. He won't make...
Good work, clever clogs. Let me guide you into the dark.
Seriously? I always thought better of you than that. There's still time to turn back.
They're already heading down my road.
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Out-of-Date knows you'll make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of... The Jagni tribe is likely to be your primary choice as they seek to become... Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Come, Reaper.
Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either... He believes the tribe Sifus, Jagni especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least... He'll be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. Your key energy is all used up. They've restrewed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war, or part... Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Says the Sifu is popular these days as the tribe grows stronger by the day. He suggests you let the Sifu do the talking when you meet. He prefers it that way.
Zata is the muito tloho. Kariesne stace. Paro,
the Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you. The wall that separates them from the other side, the wasteland you came from. He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it was based on unarmed combat and the 6 weapons. The Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. That says fear and hatred is the only path to domination, but you already know that. So embracing that side of you and helping them vanquish the tribe... He expected you'd join them. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you... Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end to them. It'll cost bruises and He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both share dark thoughts, so they want to wage a war. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield. Once you've conquered the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu for control of their... Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul, and can sense you still have it in you. Anyway, you'll pass your old village on your way to the first rival outpost, but we've got no time to be sentimental. War doesn't wait. feeling stronger every day. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled. Finish 'em. Tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer.